QPR are currently struggling in the championship in 22nd position after 6 games already. But today I'm going to rebuild them and take them to the very top of English football. But there's a catch, guys. I'm only going to have to do it with young talent that's been let go by their teams. I'm going to give you some examples like Robbie Savage's son Charlie Savage and Zidane Iqbal from Manchester United and many more from Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, all the top teams in the Premier League. Guys, I've also hired some coaches in order to help me in the background. Attack I've got with 3 stars and ideal is 12. Achieved 4 and 16 ideal. I don't know what this is, but this is all the different stats for different managers, different coaches in the background at Queen's Park Rangers helping Expert Khan. And guys, this is the starting 11 I've got to deal with. I'm going to definitely have to be signing some players. And of course, the first 2 signings I'm going to go with is Charlie Savage and Zidane Iqbal. And another player I'm going to show you if I find him in FIFA. And guys, to make all that possible, I've got £6 million to spend in the first season with QPR. And there's my number 1 target, guys, Charlie Savage. The reason I'm doing this, I see a lot of news that all these players that release from bigger clubs go to the lower league clubs, and then some of them just go into depression, some of them go into some other jobs. So I really think that is sad. These guys deserve a second chance. They made it all the way, but now they're being let go. This guy is a talented player, along with another guy, his friend that played with him at Manchester United, Zidane Iqbal, who's never really had a chance at Man United. Now he's playing in Eredivisie. Let's see if we can actually find him in the game. Oh, he's not even in the game. Oh, that's a shame. I'll have to just go with someone else. Oh, Zidane Iqbal is in there. 20 years of age. He's playing for Utrecht in Eredivisie. Come on, guys. From Manchester United, he's gone to Eredivisie. Definitely need to bring him back to the Premier League days. Another player playing for Ipswich at the moment. He is on loan from Spurs in IRL. I'm going to definitely have to sign him. I played with him in Charlton, I think, or 20, a couple of weeks ago. This guy was talent up front. He's not been really given a chance at Spurs, but I'm going to give him the chance that he deserves. And guys, first player signed is through the doors at QPR is Charlie Savage, Robbie Savage's son, 20 years of age, currently playing in Reading, and he's back in the QPR squad. Definitely can start for us, hoping to get back into the Premier League and see Manchester United cry in front of QPR for the Premier League title in a couple of seasons' time. And there it is, guys, the Iraq international. Zidane Iqbal is Iraqi, but I'm not quite sure if he's playing for the national team. But here he is in QPR's shape, first handshake with Expert Khan, hoping that he can get into the starting 11 straight away. Guys, this is my starting 11 as of yet. I'm only signed 2 players, and that's Savage and Zidane Iqbal. Are the real reason I even did this QPR rebuild is because of them 2 guys. I felt sorry for him leaving Manchester United at such an early age, getting to one of the best teams in the world, I should say, even though I'm an Arsenal fan. They got into the ranks and then they got left for nothing. But for now, guys, I've given them the second opportunity and hoping that they can return the favour by getting QPR back to the Premier League in the first season of asking. Guys, first league game of the season is away to Blackburn Rovers. Hope that actually I can get something out of it here. And a 3-2 victory. Willock with the brace. Willock with the hat-trick for QPR. What a start to the season for this team. Guys, we had to sign the goalkeeper. I thought I'm not going to do so, but I have done it. 24-year-old, he's been left. Nathan Baxter, he was left out by Chelsea and he had to go to Bolton. We signed him for 1.5 million and tried to reignite the fire in him and see if he can actually take us to the Premier League. Guys, as I was saying, I've got trouble with Nathan Baxter in net. I'm going to have to promote 64 rated Alex Cavalli from the youth academy. This guy's too young, 15, he couldn't do that. So another is Okida Japanese. He's 16, he can definitely come into the senior team. 54 rated he was. And Jaramillo Ecuadorian, I should say this, but I don't know. And then 48 rated Joshua Martin. He is German. Let's promote him to the team as well. And another 15-year-old 42 rated. He's too low to get promoted into the senior team. I'm going to have to release this guy and cannot be undone. Of course, this guy I'm going to have to wait up until he's 16, then I can get him into. And guys, the scouting report is here, and Lewis Cook, 17 years of age, and he's potential 94. I'm going to have to sign him and promote him to the senior team as required by the board. Another Alfie Bernard, 89 potential. He could be one for the future as well. Guys, season 1 ended in mid-table, number 11 in the championship, and now going to the second season. Guys, into the second season, and we've got £9 million to spend. But first, guys, let's go to the youth academy and promote this goalkeeper, Alex Carvalho, 65 overall, Brazilian, to the first team. Guys, another player on my list is Charlie Patino, not been getting so many minutes at Arsenal. The 20-year-old central midfielder is one of my targets. I'm going to add him to the shortlist and sign him and try signing him in this season. Guys, my primary target of this season is to sign this guy, Alex Tuanzebe. He's English and he played for Chelsea, got released by Chelsea last season, currently playing for Ipswich. Let's approach them and see if we can actually sign him from Ipswich Town. And guys, we managed to line up Alex Tuanzebe from Ipswich Town for £5 million, and he's going to be one summer signing and a half for QPR in the Championship, second season with Expert Khan, hoping that they can get into the Premier League this time. And guys, second signing through the door is Scarlett, the current Tottenham Hotspur player. He's moved to Ipswich Town for loan, and he's come back to Spurs, but he's not going to get game time, so he's moving down to Championship, and now he's at QPR, trying to help them get into the Premier League. Guys, first game is away from home against Derby County, Moulton Road. Let's see if he can actually take 3 points. Ooh, 1-0 victory in Fox with the early goal in the first half. A 6th-minute goal was the match winner, and we are off to a flyer. Guys, we have been offered 1.3 million for Tyler Richards, 67, and he's 7th central attacking midfielder, and he's not getting any game time here, so he's going to move on to Stoke City. Guys, only 2 signings made by QPR Expert Khan this season is Scarlett for 1.9 million and Tuanzebe for 5 million, I think. Yeah, so that's the 2 signings I've made. I've got 3 million to work with, but I'm not going to make any signings. I think I really want Charlie Patino, but he is costing more than 4.8. He's going to have to be 4.8 million. But we've got this guy, McClelland. He also played for Chelsea. I think he's got rejected. 1.3 million. He could be a good signing in the centre-back position. As well as Matthew Smith, 1 million is worth. 66 overall. Could be a good addition to the centre of the park. So guys, I've made my mind up. Oh, he's not for sale. Matthew Smith is not for sale. He doesn't have enough depth. As the team doesn't have enough depth in this position. So let's go for McClelland. He's not allowed to move as well. So Maitland-Niles, he's 3 million, but we cannot afford him at the moment. Guys, we managed to get ourselves in the playoff for the Premier League and 3-2 down from the first game against Watford. Luton Town and Middlesbrough 1-1 from the first game. This would be interesting, guys. Second game, it is at home. And let's see if QPR can turn things around and get into the Premier League. Guys, before we even play the second leg of the playoff, let's quickly check where we actually finished in the league. This is the Carabao Cup winners, Arsenal beating Brighton 3-0. West Ham and Manchester City played the FA Cup. And look at this, guys, just a point ahead of Preston United. Southampton winning the league. Burnley getting into the second spot. And relegated are Ipswich, Peterborough and Derby County. I really feel for Ipswich. We actually nicked 2 players off them early this season. So second leg is here, guys. Hopefully we can get into the Premier League, beating Watford with the first time of asking this time around. Well, actually it's the second time. We didn't qualify for the playoffs last season. This is the time we can get ourselves into the Premier League. And that is QPR in the playoff finals to get into the Premier League. That is one step into the Premier League. So guys, a massive game at Wembley against Luton Town. Let's quick sim the game and see the results. Guys, we managed to beat Luton Town on penalty shootout, 3-0 on penalties, and we are in the Premier League. Now let's hop on to the second season. A quick recap to the season, guys. Burnley winning the winning the championship and getting automatic promotion to the Premier League. And FA Cup winners, Manchester City beating West Ham in the final. Brighton losing 3-0 to Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. QPR, of course, are in the Premier League for the first time since, I think it's been a decade. 2013 was the last time they were in the Premier League. UEFA Super Cup goes to Barcelona, beating Napoli 3-0 there. And Champions League final is going to be played between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. And Inter have beaten Marseille 2-1 in Europa League final. And Villarreal and Wolfsburg play the Conference League final. And first season in the Premier League, guys, we've got 43 million to spend. I'm going to have to buy any player that comes in my way. And here, Gonzalo Ramos, 24, is playing for Manchester City. Definitely not going to be signing him. And Charlie Patino, currently playing for Fiorentina. I'm going to have to approach Fiorentina and sign this guy, the former Arsenal man, not really getting his chance at the Gunners. Guys, first major signing in the Premier League is Charlie Patino, the former Arsenal man. Age 21 is back in the Premier League after leaving for Serie A and playing with Fiorentina. He is back at QPR, hoping to kickstart his season in the Premier League again. And guys, another former Gooner is through the doors at QPR, back in the Premier League after having a season with Lyon. Maitland-Niles is a QPR player with 4 million transfer fee. First handshake with expert Khan. Guys, this is how my team looks like in the first season in the Premier League. And guys, I'm going to have to change field position to defensive, defender, because he's CDM and we don't have any defenders in the centre-back position and we are short of money as well. So I think this guy is going to have to be sacrificed. He's 73 overall and it's going to take him a couple of weeks. Player through the doors of QPR, probably my favourite, Cole Palmer, ex-Manchester City reject, currently playing for Chelsea in IRL, and we signed him from QPR. He's definitely going to get into the starting line. First handshake with expert Khan. Guys, another player in through the doors of QPR, Brandon Johnson, is he? I'm not quite sure. He's playing for Manchester United in IRL. I think Brandon Williams, I think he's really been wasted under Ten Hag, and coming down to QPR, lower the ranks in the Premier League, and he's definitely going to get into the starting lineup. Guys, in the first season actually in the Premier League, we've got confidence rating of 68. The objectives are to sign 2 crucial players and make 48.5 million profit. At the moment we are minus 14. Signed 4 players from the youth academy. At the moment we are still searching, and within 2 seasons, 1 youth player, 10 matches. As we've simulated the season and 38 games drawn, QPR managed to stay in the Premier League again, this time on 14th position, couple of positions higher than they were last season. A bit of improvement, guys, but the Premier League goes to Arsenal, the almighty Gunners. Aston Villa coming second, that is a surprise. So guys, a quick recap: we finished 14th, Chelsea losing the FA Cup to Manchester City. And where were we? We're nowhere near the round 5. Round 5, we actually lost to Derby County at home. Carabao goes to Arsenal, beating Chelsea in the final. And where were we? We were in round 4. I think we lost to Gillingham. That's what I think. Yeah, round 2, we lost to Gillingham on penalty shootout. Guys, QPR, you need to improve your knockout phases. And UEFA Super Cup goes to Inter. Barcelona winning the Champions League once again. Europa League going to AC Milan, beating Liverpool in the final. And Conference League winners Spurs beating Swedish side. And into the 4th season, guys, we've got 29 million to spend, and we have to spend it well in order to get into European football. Guys, first signing of the 4th season is Shola Shorter from Manchester United, 3.6 million. Let's see if we can sign him from United. And guys, we managed to pull it off. It is the Manchester United man, 3.6 million on 4-year contract, guys. First handshake with expert Khan. He's going to be a starter at QPR. Not many minutes under Manchester United. Guys, now I'm approaching Marquinhos from Arsenal, not getting a lot of time on the pitch for the Gunners. 13 million is value. Let's see if the Gunners are willing to accept the deal for 23-year-old Marquinhos. And guys, from Emirates to Loftus Road, Marquinhos, the Brazilian, 23 years of age. First handshake with the manager, hoping they can get into the starting 11 straight away with QPR. And guys, first game of the season and first defeat of the season for QPR in the hands of Leicester City. Guys, the second season in the Premier League has ended and QPR survived the Premier League relegation by the barest of margins. Wolves, Burnley, Southampton down in the Championship. Liverpool winning the title this time, City coming 6 points behind them in second place. Chelsea won the FA Cup, beating Newcastle 4-3 on penalty shootout. And Chelsea also won the Carabao Cup as well. That is brilliant. UEFA Super Cup goes to AC Milan, beating Barcelona 3-1 in the final. And the Champions League goes to Paris Saint-Germain for the first time, beating Real Madrid in the final. And Europa League goes to Sevilla, beating Newcastle 1-0. Conference League winners Valencia beating Liverpool 5-4 on penalty shootout. Transfer target number 1 is going to be Oliver Skip. He's in the radar, 25 million. We've got 37 in the bank. Let's approach Hoffenheim. He's playing for Hoffenheim at the moment. He definitely sure love to come back to the Premier League. Guys, Oliver Skip is coming through the doors at QPR. We signed him for 29.3 million. 3 million more than what was required. Guys, unfortunately, we can only make one signing this season because we've only got 4 million in the bank left. Oh, that's it. We've spent 35 million already with only one signing and probably 5 million for the bonus. I'm not quite sure where it actually went. But anyways, guys, looking at the team, I've got my player, Oliver Skip. Of course, he's going to jump straight into the starting lineup in the centre-back and centre defensive midfield position. And I really need to improve my team, and let's see where we actually finish this season with QPR. And guys, all important board expectation is to sign 4 players from the youth academy, and again sign a player and play him 10 matches and keep 10 clean. Keep 5 clean sheets, by the way. Youth development, of course. And we need to avoid relegation again. Reach the round of 16 and try finishing mid-table next season. We've got a lot of work to do with QPR, guys. We've been struggling over the last 2 seasons in the Premier League. And guys, a bit of a tricky game away from home. And the final result, 1-0. What's a start to the season? Willock with the goal again for QPR. He's really pushing his team forward in the Premier League. Guys, 3rd season in the Premier League finished and mid-table finish for QPR. We are getting better. 12 points behind Manchester City, who actually finished in 5th. And then Manchester United winning the title by 2 points. Relegated and down to the Championship, Leicester, Leeds and Sheffield United. FA Cup winners, Wolves. We lost to Middlesbrough in round 5. They were the finalists, so we might have beaten Wolves in the final. Carabao Cup winners, Aston Villa beating Leeds United 2-0 in the final. And UEFA Super Cup goes to Sevilla, beating Paris Saint-Germain in the final, of course. And the Champions League goes to Barcelona, beating Milan 3-0 in the final. Europa League goes to Ajax, beating 4-3 Real Madrid in the Europa League final. Conference League goes to Young Boys, beating Fiorentina. That is season number 5 done with Expert Khan.